Hi guys, welcome to another episode of 360 Vibes. Definitely, I'm your host, Abisola Adebayo, and I'm usually not alone. You know that, right? So I'm here with Moji as usual again.
Hi everyone, yes, we are back again today. Today is another time to give you all the juice, the juicy gist, juicy gossip, and everything that you need to know in the entertainment.
Yeah, of course. Now
world.
on here is your one-stop shop for everything entertainment, gist, gossip, movies, music,
Everything.
And you know, we're just here to relieve your stress. To just, you know, you have to let it out when you're here on the show with us. And if you're new, you're just watching this show, where have you been? We've been waiting for you. But anyways,
welcome them now.
welcome to the program.
Yeah.
Today is a really different day on the show because we have a really nice, we have a guest on the show, of course. And our guest is Muji. Help me out. Because you guys say, oh, my mouth is sweet now. Bisola can say so much.
No problem, no problem.
Please help me out.
So, like Bisola already said, today is a different day on our program, and then we're going to be just letting you know every single thing that you need to know about Taradome Entertainment. Yes. And we have the MD of Taradome Entertainment with us in the studio today. And he's no other person than Mr. Kiszo Ugokwe.
Yes.
Did I pronounce that right?
Absolutely, you pronounced
Well,
it right.
I would
Thank
actually
you.
want you to introduce yourself.
All right.
You know.
Well, hello world. I'm Mr. Kiszo, and I work for Taradome Entertainment.
Taradome Entertainment. So,
Entertainment.
what's Taradome Entertainment? What do you guys do?
Well, Taradome Entertainment does all things entertainment. We're into the movies. We're into music now. With the launch of Taradome Music.
Amazing.
Yeah, so we're now a full-fledged platform in entertainment. And buttressing this is our, the management company called Entertainment Business ECP, Entertainment Creative Partners. I gotta get that out. And they are a talent agency here in Lagos, and we're working with them as well. They're partners of ours.
Okay, so it's in conjunction
Yes,
with
there's a JV with ECP, correct?
Okay.
Okay, yes. So you're just entering into music. Taradome Entertainment is just adding music to
Yes, we're just adding
the package.
To the package. We used to, a long time ago, we used to do concert promotions and concerts.
Oh, okay.
And now with, there's a lot of pressure, a lot of calls like, Mr. Kiszo, how come you don't have a label, you don't have music involved in your packaging? So we decided, we looked at it, we talked about it for a long time. It wasn't something we decided willy-nilly.
Oh, okay.
Yes, we took our time to figure out, is this something we could do and can we do it right? If we're going to do it, we must be able to do it well. And so, like I mentioned, ECP, they are the back end to the front end. What you see is the show part of show business.
Right.
ECP now brings the back end of that as well with management, talent management.
Okay, so now you've launched the label.
Yes.
Right. So, and I believe you started a talent hunt kind of thing.
Yes, the label was launched with the talent hunt, right?
That is correct.
Okay.
Okay,
So
tell us
the
about
talent
it.
hunt, what's that about?
Well, we're looking for, I mean, Afrobeat around the world, first of all. Kudos to all the Afrobeaters out there. You've elevated Nigerian music, you've elevated African music to a different height. The world
Right.
can't
They
get
cannot
enough
have
of you.
enough.
They
Exactly.
want that. And so we figured this is the right opportunity to jump on. And I'm Nigerian, I love Afrobeats, I know a great deal of Afrobeaters. To jump on and to see what we can do in that industry.
Right.
So about a year ago, the conversation began.
Okay.
Started talking to different people locally. Then a friend of mine and the MD of Aina Blankson, which is a law firm here, came to me and said, well, why don't we look into some type of a management deal as well, talent management, because it's needed. It's the only thing, it's a part of the entertainment world that we don't have yet, or it's not well done here. Because each talent needs to be properly packaged.
And you know, actually, there's this thing where talent usually have issues with the management, and things are not, because things are actually not done right in the first place.
In the first place.
Right.
So we're hoping to kind of realign that, so that contracts, legitimate contracts, they're industry standard contracts. If you're going to be dealing with Europe, Asia, and America, the contracts are pretty standard. You know what I mean? So we need to be familiar with those contracts, the terms of those contracts, what they mean, what they, you know, how they protect you or don't protect you, and that's what a management firm does. They will manage your business affairs. They will take you from just your music concerts, if you were going into appearances, books, literary rights. If you're doing movies as well, they'll be the company to actually negotiate and represent you, and so that you get the best deal ever.
With that, if you actually
I think
even know what you're
I
doing.
actually think so many artists out there need something like this. Apparently, there was an artist recently, I think you heard now, Teams that had issues with his record label.
Yes,
now they were asking him to pay around 20 million or something like that. And like, it was so big, they had to arrest him, because at the end of the day, it means when it was signed to the label, it was just, well, I don't know, but just that the contract was not done well.
Well, the reason you have your management team, if you have management team outside of the record label, some record labels have management involved as part of what they offer you. It's not compulsory. It's a one-stop shop if they offer you management. But if you have a team you're most comfortable with and you want to go with, they are better suited to your style, by all means, go with them. The record company will now negotiate with the management company and find a balance there for you. So, and your management firm will handle your PR, will handle your legal business, and so on and so forth. So now
that's everything Taradome is doing.
Everything, right?
Well, Taradome Music specifically. Let me be clear about that. Taradome Music will offer the record label services. Okay. ECP will offer the management services, talent management
So now it's
services.
a collaboration between...
Yes, it's a joint venture between ECP and Taradome.
Okay, so the talent hunt now, how do they go about it? How do people, sign up for the talent hunt?
Well, we have, I must mention that we have, what we decided to do with this talent search was to have a producer showcase where we get some top producers, we have them come in and help find the right talent for us. Okay?
So talent producers like who?
Well, these are record producers. We have, I'll just give their stage names, and those who know. We have ID Kabasa, we have Flip Ties, we have Puffy T, we have Kiszo, and then we have Daily Blacko as well. And so these are producers in their own right who've done some great things and have moved the needle, helped get
the niche for themselves.
Well, not just carving a niche. They were responsible. They got to get the credit for having moved the music industry to where it is today. If they hadn't done what they did when they did it, yes, they will be legends already. You know what I mean? When the history is told about the waka of Afrobeat, Afrobeats, how that began, where it went, they have their place in history. So you got to give them that credit. I was lucky to get them on board, and Daily Blacko was instrumental in that, and we had a conversation. As part of this this showcase, we also have an artist from South Africa that's coming. Her name is Noel Mio. She's a Nigerian artist, and she sings really well. So we're going to put her through that as well, the showcase, and she'll perform for the producers live at some point. But not just her, the goal is to get 10 more.
Okay, so now we could say Noel is part of Taradome Music already.
Noel is part of ECP management.
Okay.
She's still an independent, she's coming in as an independent artist just now. Okay. So you have that option based on you know, the relationship where you are and who you are, what you bring to the table. You can remain independent. As an artist, you could go independent. You could sign with a label, small. You could sign with you could sign up with a startup like mine, where we would give you the attention that's required. It's small. We don't have all the extra frills, so we're going at it.
I think that was an issue with Olamide's record label one time. This guy, I think the lighter guy was like, oh, they were not giving him so much attention compared to
that.
So it's going to be a completely
that was under his record label. I'm trying to remember her name now.
The YBNL Princess. Yes.
So you see, part of that is not having a core person to deal with.
Okay.
If they had a management person, if they had a management team, then they would have an agent that will work on and advocate on their behalf.
But the thing about this thing is just that like Olamide hasn't come out to even say anything about all the allegations that were leveled against him by all the artists that has come. So I don't really know if what they are saying, because I don't want us to take sides and then
the thing is
the record label.
Why I'm taking sides, I'm just saying the question I'm trying to ask is, I mean, having 10 artists, how do you manage
like I told you earlier, you can't have 10 artists and put all 10 out at the same time.
Right.
I would say it's impossible, but for a company our size that's just coming up, that's not the approach we want. This is a life cycle. You're an artist, you can sing, you put out a single, that's a hit. You go to the studio, you record with the producer, put out a single, that's a hit. You start your promotional tour so people will know you. Hopefully they already know you from what you've been doing online.
Right.
And then, you know, once you're fully developed, having done local shows, and you're ready for the big stage, they now get you ready and put you out there, and then you perform. So when you come in, when you're signed on board, you're not going to start singing or be on stage and touring the next day. There's some artist development that needs to go on as well.
Okay.
What is your stage presence like? You know, all of that.
Okay.
You know what the great Berry Gordy did with Motown? If you're from, you guys look a bit too young to me. But Motown Records is in Detroit, Michigan in the US, and they produced everybody, all the blacks, like Michael Jackson, the Jacksons were on there. You had Diana Ross, you had Temptations, you name it. All the black great songs that came out in the 60s, in the 70s, all came out through Motown. And we called Motown, and they called it Hitsville, USA. That was what Berry Gordy called it. We're trying to hopefully recreate some semblance of that in Nigeria by calling it Afrobeats Hitsville, Nigeria, kind of a thing.
Okay,
so that's the idea we're trying to.
None of your artists are going to have that issue of, oh, they're taking one, they're promoting one, and they're just chilling on the other person, waiting for.
Well, it like I said, when we bring you on board, we'll see what your strong suits are.
Yeah.
The most ready by nature, by natural selection, will rise to the top. So if we sign you up on day one and you're game ready, meaning your vocals are on point, you have songs, there are beats that are ready to go, you can perform live. The objective is for you to earn. We'll put you out there and you start earning. That's where you make your money, right?
Okay.
But if you have a great voice and maybe you're not so good on stage, there are people who will work with you to get you there.
Right.
If it's songwriting that you want to get involved with, if you're writing songs, you need to write better songs so that they're hits. There's a formula for all of that. So we're trying to incorporate all the formulas and techniques that we know. By all means, we don't know everything. And then get these great producers who have been in the game locally as well, who know that industry very well. And I think we have a winning formula so long as we can manage everything.
Yeah, Mr. Kiszo, I want you to hold your thoughts. We'll go on a quick break, and when we come back, we still have him on the show. You guys, don't worry. We still have him here. He's going to tell us everything about Terradom Entertainment and Terradom Music, to be precise. Welcome back, guys. So on the show today, we have the managing director of Taradome Music, Taradome Entertainment on the show, Mr. Kiszo. Thank you so much for being here.
I'm glad to be here with you guys.
Okay, so you were telling us about your talent and how you want to bring artists on board, Nigerian artists.
No,
okay, you want to...
Sorry to cut you short, Bisola. I would like you to really talk about the apart from Taradome Entertainment, we're going to get there, but really talk about the talent search itself.
Okay.
We have top producers that you are bringing on board for this showcase. So how is it going to be like? Is it that is it like the regular talent shows that we have,
where people just
come and then that's the end of it, they get their money and that's it. So what makes this one different?
There is no prize. The prize in this case is your contract that you sign with the company, as well as the management company. So it's a private search. We're just looking for talent. Record companies do this all the time. They do it internally. So you just come in, they call a producer or a few producers, they parade some talents around, they sing for the producers now say, yeah, I got a song for you, I got a song for her. But in our case, I wanted to push it out there because we're launching as part of our launch. It was more to put it out in the world, here's who we are, here's what we're doing. And to do that, we wanted to do a search that would get some of the best talents. And then we've partnered with some of the producers, like you mentioned earlier, that are top producers here, and the package will come together shortly after that. Really, they come in, and there's a screening that goes on first. So you turn in your submission, which would be like a 3-minute song, your best vocal. And you send that to Taradome Music, info@taradomemusic with a K. .com. So it's info@taradomemusic.com.
Okay, so that's where they drop their submissions. Then you guys,
we want them to have, along with that, a picture of themselves, their age, email, phone number. So we'll be able to get back to them.
So basically, there's no money tied to it.
No, this is not the monetary.
This is like contract deal of their life.
So what
so
you end up doing,
the opportunity to break out there. So many people, so many people are so talented.
If they're serious, this is like you've graduated university and you get the top job somewhere. You're signing a contract, you've gone through all those interviews and so on and so forth, and you're now the finalists and you're coming on board. Because I look at music as a job. It is a job. Just like people go 9 to 5. It is a job. So you got to take it as that and take it seriously and safeguard all your instruments, your voice, your ability to play, your talent. You safeguard it.
So sorry to cut you short, sir. The producers, are they going to be on board till the artists get signed into a record label, or theirs is just to come judge and that is it? Well,
they're going to be both. And again, it's not during the finale, it's, the producers are there all the way to the end where they're signed. Okay, and so they'll now figure out who they want to work with amongst the 10. If they have a song that suits a certain style,
they work with them.
So they tend to work with the producer.
They will work with the producers.
Well, now what's
it's not if for some reason they make the cut and for what I find it difficult, but for whatever reason they can't get a song out of these 5 producers, by all means we're going to open it up to other producers as well. So it's not just this 5. It's just that these 5 are part of we're tagging on to their coattails, as it were, for their brand as who they are.
And as the fact that they are old,
again, thanks to Daily Blacko, he went to the folks who were there that actually moved this forward. And so there's a lot of gratitude for those producers who saw the vision. I shared it with them. We had a meeting in Ikoyi. We shared the vision. They instantly got it, and they said, yes, we want to be part of this.
Okay, well, I'm actually trying to think like someone out there who would see these producers and have the mentality of, I'm sure they've paid these guys, that's why they're coming on board. So are they paid? Like, is Tiredom Entertainment paying these producers or not?
The producers, we're really not paying them. Okay,
So it's like a commitment.
yeah, we've given them a small token, nothing they're worth. You know what I'm saying? Just to say thank you for coming.
Okay, so
But they will earn once they get into the studio. So we haven't paid them, Nigeria. I haven't given them millions and millions of naira so that they can judge this. And there is we clearly do not have a predetermined short list of people they're bringing on board.
Okay, so it's just based on talent, open to everybody.
If you think you can do it, if you think you have the chops, let's see. You have to be different. You can't come in and then give me, like they were saying at the press conference, we don't want somebody to come in and say, well, you know, I'm the next Wizkid. Wizkid is Wizkid. You know what I mean? You have to be the next you and be as original
your
as
uniqueness,
you need to
your
be.
originality.
Exactly.
what are the
That's
things
what
you're
we want.
looking out for?
Clearly, we're looking for a vocal technique. We're looking for stage presence. We're looking for the ability to sing and to manipulate an audience. And we're looking for someone who can, you know, who has timing with the band as well. So all of those things that you should know as a musician.
Anyways, aside from this, what's the future projections now for Tiredom
Entertainment?
That's the future is very wide and vast. The immediate future is finishing this showcase called Afrobeat Smoking Mic, and that mic will be smoking by the time it's all said and done. So we, the immediate future is to get through this project, and it's a monumental project. You know, 10 people that you're going to bring on board and care for them as if each one of them is the only client you have. Yeah, that could be a challenge in itself, as you mentioned with Olumide. I don't know the details of that. I don't want to get involved in that. Olamide, sorry. So no, it's bringing them, and it's tough. I understand the challenge he may have faced when you have one artist who's you need the right team. You can't be there with them everywhere. They need their road manager, they need their stage manager, they need all of these, they need their promoter, they need all kinds. So all of those things have to be set up with the right people to help manage it, and you bring them into your company with the trust that these people are they can interpret your vision as well. So that's even a challenge trying to find that. But you know, there's some key people we're talking to. It's a steady progress, which is why we're going to grow organically, like a startup, every startup, and we'll see what happens. I've known people in the music game for so long, and the people were wondering, so why don't you have music? It was part of your delivery and repertoire. I said, okay, finally, let's take that plunge. And so yesterday.
And you have done that now.
Yes, we've done that now.
Amazing.
Anyways, amazing. I wish we could go on. We have all time to talk about these. Anyways, guys, this is your opportunity. I mean, you have talent, you can sing, everything entertainment actually at this point. This is your opportunity. Just sign up, and you know, if you are good, you are good.
Make
your
good use of this
originality
one.
and all
Make
that.
good use of
Anyways,
this one.
Unfortunately, that is all we can take on the program for this week. But don't worry, next week we have so much in store for you guys. So this is where we'll draw the curtain on the show.
Today.
Wow.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
you for coming, Mr.
Thank you for
Kiszo.
having me.
Yes, we're so glad to have you here.
Okay.
So that is all, guys. That is all for today on the program. See you next week, same time, same place. Bye.